Hey guys. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to grab 3 tubes of my Pravana's Ultra High Lifts in the color Gold. And this is a maximum 1-step lift and tone conditioning cream. I swear by this stuff. I use this on mostly all of my tutorials. I love the fact that it evenly lifts the hair color and it does lift it to a lighter color without the use of bleach. So we're going to go ahead and mix that with the 40 Volume Cream Developer by Pravana. So we will be mixing this at a 2-to-1 ratio, 2 parts developer and 1 part of the Ultra High Lift. The Ultra High Lift is 3 ounces, so we're going to have to use double of that, which is 6 ounces of the 40 Volume Developer. So I'm basically going to pour the entire contents of Ultra High Lifts into my mixing bowl, and then I'm going to grab 6 ounces of that 40 Volume Pravana Cream Developer, and then I'm going to mix it together. Sectioning off the hair, I'm going to grab thin slices with my hair coloring brush. I'm going to coat each section of hair with that mixture, making sure that I'm getting it fully saturated. I do want this hairstyle to have dark roots, so I am not going to fully saturate the entire section. When I get close to the top near the root area, I'm going to turn my hairbrush vertically and I'm going to very lightly stroke very little product where that area is so that it won't be like a line of demarcation. I want to make sure that I'm using very, very little product there and holding it vertically, and that's basically going to create an even blend. So after fully saturating each section with that mixture, I'm going to grab my highlighting paper wraps and I'm just going to make sure that it is evenly placed inside of the paper wrap and allow it to develop. Look how fast this product works. I have not even finished the entire application process, and already, as you can see, the hair has lifted tremendously from the original color that it started out as. So I'm just going to leave the wig head here for about 45 minutes and allow it to process, and then I'm going to grab my neutralizing shampoo, doing really good shampooing of this wig, and then I'll be ready for the next step. Okay, so this is how the wig is looking after allowing it to air dry overnight. This is the color that it currently is. The next step that I'm going to do is completely optional. You do not have to take it a step further and do what I'm about to do. You can definitely use this color as it is now as a base to add your hair dye to. But I am going to put some ash streaks within this wig so that it can have like highlights on it. Just in case I wanted to keep it this color instead of putting a hair dye over it. So I'm just going to grab my Pravana Ultra High Lifts in the color Ash. I'm going to mix it with my 40 Volume Developer as I did earlier with the gold one. But this time I'm going to apply this hair color using the bricklaying method to create highlights and dimension within this wig. I am going to section off the front fringes near where my face is to frame my face with ash blonde streaks, and then towards the top of the wig I am going to section that off as well so that I can have smaller streaks of ash up there as well. Okay, so when I get to the left and the right sides of this wig, I am going to start just coating it in a diagonal shape or a diagonal line. And of course, with the front fringes, I'm basically going to coat that fully. I'm going to use most of the product on the mid shafts of the hair, and then when I get closer to the top, I'm going to just take my time and lightly brush that hair color onto there. Alright, so we're all finished with the base color, and of course, because this is a base color, you can, or you have the option of adding hair dye on top of this to create a custom color. So if you want to go for something bright and bold, you may need to lift this hair to a lighter color, but if you want to go for maybe a ginger or a spice color, something red or burgundy or deep blue or deep green, those types of colors, a deep rich color is great for this base. But if you want to go for hot pink, obviously you will have to lift it lighter than this. This color is also beautiful on its own if you do not necessarily want to put hair color on top of it and you want to wear it in its current color that you've lifted it to now. I think it's beautiful for that, and this hair color reminded me so much of the 90s for some reason when I tried on this wig, and I'm like, okay, I need to cut this into a asymmetric bob to give me 90s vibes. So that's exactly what I did. I'm going to get started now with the haircut. I'm going for an asymmetrical 90s yet modern type of hairstyle and haircut. So I'm just messing around with the overall shape of this wig, and I'm going to basically just cut an outline of how I want it to be. I'm not exactly sure yet how short I want this wig to be, how short I want the back to be, how long I want the front to be. So I'm just going to do the initial cuts to basically do an outline, and then I'll just cut more.
So tell me who's gonna love you like I do? Who's gonna touch you like I do? Who's gonna love you like I do tonight, tonight? Who's gonna love you like I do? Who's gonna touch you like I do? Who's gonna love you like I do tonight?
This length is cute, but I feel like it's a little bit too long in the back. So I'm going to have to cut some more, and then I want to thin out the back a little bit more. So I'm going to get my thinning shears and I'm going to thin some of that hair out. I'm just going to keep cutting and cutting and cutting. I get so into the zone when I am cutting wigs, especially when I'm cutting bobs. It's my favorite thing to do. So yeah, it's going to take me a good minute to perfect this haircut, but I will show you the overall result in a second. And now that we've perfected this haircut, it's now time to flat iron this wig.
So tell me who's gonna love you like I do? Who's gonna touch you like I do? Who's gonna love you like I do tonight, tonight? Like I do. Who's gonna love you like I do tonight?
As always, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below in the comment section. Don't forget to check down below in the description box for all of the information about this wig. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you have not already. I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.
with us. Straight up, we no angel dust. Label us notorious. Drug ass niggas got a lot of us. It's strange to us. Y'all niggas be scrambling, gambling. I press rocks with mandolins and violins.